Hey beautiful beaders, it's Gina from orchidandopal.com, and I have the Eureka Crystal Beads Collection for the month of April 2020. These collections are gorgeous. They come out the first Thursday of each month, and something I like to point out right away is that these are not a subscription. So by picking one up, you just get that one. You can pick and choose which collections you like the best. As usual, I will link to this one down below the video, as well as all of their past collections. And if you love high quality beads and findings, beautifully curated and put together, I'm sure you will really enjoy them. So let's find out what our theme is for this month. They've all been so different. All right, so when we open up the package, this is what we see, and I'm gonna flip it over. Oh, nice. So this gives us an idea of what kind of color palette we can expect. We haven't gotten a collection yet that has included a palette of neutrals like this. Those, of course, being very essential. Maybe we'll see some of these steel bluish gray and some of these warmer brown tones inside. Let's go ahead and open it up. Our beads, of course, will be inside of this packet. And the idea behind the theme here, it says the thunder of hoofs can be felt before the herd is seen in the distance. Galloping along on a rising cloud of dust, the wild horse projects a powerful symbol of freedom and graceful power, a magnificent sight to behold. So that paints a beautiful picture for us to go along with our theme. And then if you open that up, as you can see, you have a detailed list of everything that's included in the package that we're about to take a look at. You can see right away, this is a little bit less expensive than some of their other collections, coming in at $48. Which is a savings of $19 off the retail price if you were to purchase everything separately. They also list all of the SKU numbers here beside the items so you know exactly what you're getting. You can pop these into their search bar on their site and get more specifics on the color name or purchase additional if you need to. They do not have the color names listed just because the collections could vary slightly from person to person depending on when you purchase your collection, but the value will always be the same, and any substitutes or variations from what you see today would be very close and keep with the same theme. So it looks like we're going to have a selection of Japanese seed beads. We'll have quite a wide variety of Czech glass, including a lot of different fire polish strands and some findings along with a couple of other components. Let me get organized over here and then we will take a closer look at everything one at a time. All right, so let's get started in our Japanese seed bead section. We have these two tubes of size 11-0 Toho round seed beads in two very different colors. I received mine in this kind of opaque burnt sienna, warm reddish brown tone. And then this tube containing some that are like a transparent deep gray with maybe a cream colored lining. So we have our storm clouds here and maybe our deep reddish brown clay or earth. And then this tube of size 8 Miyuki round seed beads. There's 10 grams in the tube in this kind of a honey beige sort of a color. Beautiful glaze or luster on these seed beads and another beautiful neutral tone. And then I'm really excited about these two tubes of size 11 Miyuki Delica beads. You can see these are a little bit different than standard seed beads. If you're not familiar, they are a tube-like shape. They fit together like little bricks. And what a stunning color selection, both of these. These are a matte metallic sort of a color that I received that shift in different tones of like graphite gray and more of a dark taupe. And this tube here containing some that are transparent with a gorgeous AB finish over top of this grayish glass. I think this really sets the tone already for our color palette, and also you can see right away that you're getting a well thought out grouping of high quality items. Next, we're going to look at our strands of Czech glass, and look how beautiful these are. Off to a great start. So we are getting 4 strands of 6mm size fire polish beads in all different neutral tones. It looks like I received this metallic copper, a lovely metallic antique gold, a beige luster, and also this smoky grayish matte sort of smoky quartz looking strand with that little bit of a golden dusting. Each of these strands contains 25 pieces. Look how uniform they are, and really gives you an idea right away of how gorgeous these would all look together. Not only do we get these one-hole Czech glass beads and more, we also get some interesting shapes and multi-hole beads. First one we get to here are some storm duos. These are a 3x7mm 2-hole bead in this toned down metallic gray mix. You can see that slightly wavy shape that they have. So they will be fun to play around with in your bead weaving projects. Next, we received a strand of 4mm fire polished beads in a beautiful deep shade of gray, and there are 50 pieces on this strand. In addition to that, we have this strand containing some 2mm round glass druck beads, 100 pieces on this one. I love how we're getting the gamut of different sizes of beads on these strands, from the tiny 2mm like you see here and larger that is to come. But look at this gorgeous satiny navy blue color. That is so beautiful. And I love how we're getting just a couple of pops of navy in this collection to go with our neutral palette. We also have this very long strand of 4mm glass druck beads. There's 100 pieces on this one. I received a hematite sort of color, this very dark metallic, kind of a charcoal gray. This will be a very versatile strand to play with. And then yet another size of drucks, we have some 8mm. There's 25 pieces on this strand, and this color I received looks to be a beautiful brush, sort of antique gold. And last, for our Czech strands, we received another very long strand of 5x3mm pinch beads, 50 pieces here in this very interesting color, kind of a golden orange, really reminds me of a sunset. And just because I have it right here, this is actually a necklace design I haven't shared yet, which uses this size pinch beads, those 5x3mm. I'm hoping to come back later this month with a tutorial for this design. Super simple, just using the pinch beads and 11/0 seed beads. To finish up our Czech glass section, we have two more tubes. The first one being a tube of Nebat beads, another 2-hole shape. I recently shared an earring design utilizing these. They come to a rounded tip and have a wider base, kind of like a rounded triangle with the 2 holes running parallel across the bead. And another nice pop of this navy and this suede metallic finish. Our other tube here containing some 2-hole tile and brick beads. These are a really cool mix of different neutral tones that go so well together and go well with our collection. You can see that we have some of these little bricks that are a little bit shorter, and then we have our tiles that are in the square shape, both of which having the 2 holes running through the bead. So something else to play with if you are interested in bead weaving. I just love seeing how these color palettes come together as I share these collections and the bead mat fills up, and we really get to see how many possibilities are here. I think in particular with this collection, if you love Czech glass, you're especially going to love what you see here today. Our next section is findings, so let's take a look at that. First up, we have these 13x10mm lever back earrings. There's 4 pairs in here, so you get a total of 8 of these components. We also have a coordinating antique copper colored 24mm flower toggle clasp. You see both components here. Next up, another staple finding. We have some 6mm Tibetan style bead caps. There's 20 pieces in this bag. We can see that little filigree flower type design. And as you can see, everything in our findings section is also color coordinated, which will make it easier to put projects together from this collection. Next up, we received this selection of Tibetan style spacer beads. There's 20 pieces in here. These have some weight to them. And here is a closer look at these in detail out of the bag. Very nice components for us to work with. Our next bag contains some Tibetan style disc beads, 20 pieces inside. You can see these large holes that these have, which will be perfect for using with some cord. And the last item in this section is a set of 3 small magnetic disc clasps. They are so easy to use. I love using magnetic clasps, especially for bracelets. And I have used this type before. They hold up really well. So we have two more very unique components to take a look at to complete this month's collection. The first one was wrapped up extremely well in bubble wrap, and you'll just have to see it. It's absolutely gorgeous. This is a natural gemstone agate slice. They are going to be assorted shapes and colors, of course, because they are all natural and they are all going to be a little bit different. Wow, just check that out. There's a look at the sides so you can gauge the thickness of that. You can see how that natural edge of the stone is framing this very delicate combination of crystals going on in here. Very smooth, and it's a work of art all on its own. The final item we received is this package of leather cord. This is a 1.5 millimeter round cord. There's 2 meters inside. Love that very natural golden brown color, and you can definitely see why they would include something like this leather cord and that beautiful agate slice in a collection with this theme. Certainly a unique collection in its own way, but still very much on par with the Eureka Crystal Beads collections and what you would expect. Just all very high quality items and findings that are coordinated in a beautiful and unique theme with a range of so many different things that you can pull from seed beads to Czech glass strands, multi-hole beads if you're into bead weaving, and some of these other focals. You will notice there's no free gift in this collection this month, and that's just because they were trying to keep pricing in mind. With all that's going on right now all around us, they wanted to keep the price of this collection just slightly lower. As you know, some of them are in the upper $50 range. This collection here is just $48, so the cost has been brought down just a little bit slightly in that way. Like I said, I will leave the link to this collection down below, as well as all of their other collections. They do sell out pretty quickly, especially on reveal day, so if you like this one, you might want to go ahead and snap it up. They do also have a wait list, so you can always add your email address to that if you're interested in a collection that sells out before you can get it, and you will be notified once it comes back in stock. I think you can see here why I love these collections so much. I highly recommend them, and I know you guys have a lot of fun with them too. These also inspire me to come back with future tutorials, which I've done over and over again since they've started putting out these collections, and I hope you have enjoyed that too. I am sure I'll have a lot of fun with this one just like the others, and we'll hopefully come back with something else unique to share. Please feel free to leave me a comment down below. Let us know what you think of this month's theme and contents. Let us know if you've been enjoying the Eureka Crystal Beads collections or anything else you'd like to say. Until next time, I hope you guys stay healthy, well, and safe. Keep creating and focusing on positive and beautiful things. And as always, happy beading. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. For more content like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified of my latest videos. You can check out the information section below this video for links to all my social media handles, recommended products, and my shop and blog at orchidandopal.com. Thanks for watching.